Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube and my Facebook page. They both correspond with each other. They're both designed by me and for me, and people like me who are 50 and up who like to play or are thinking about joining and getting a Quest 2, 3, 3S Pro, or any other headset that plays games from the Meta Store. I'm 62 years old. My wife is fast approaching 60. And the reason we made this page is because all the reviewers that we find on YouTube and Facebook, they all seem to be 20, 30, and even 40 years younger than us. And yes, they do a great job. I'm not complaining. I'm not saying anything bad about them. It's just when you're 50 and up, your priorities in life and what's important and what's not important and what's good and what's not good are a little different than somebody who's 30 and 40 years younger than you. For instance, we have shoulder problems or hip problems or back problems, or we're just cranky old people who want kids off our lawn, whatever it is. So that's why I made these videos. And today we're doing the Climb 2. About a month ago, maybe a little longer, we did the Climb 1. And if you can go back and check out that video, that would be wonderful. Basically what you're doing is you're climbing up things with your bare hands. Let's get into this. So this is the beginning of the Climb 2. Now what makes the difference between the Climb 1 and the Climb 2 are the locations and some of the things that you have to do and climb. The Climb 2 is a little more advanced. So if I was you, I would try the Climb 1 first. But you have your tutorial and it will teach you everything you need to know. And then they have your Alps, which is similar to some of those that are in the Climb 1. Then you have this bay area. This is just a beautiful sight here that you can climb to the top. You got your canyon. Look at this. It's like you're climbing a huge canyon with these sculptures in the side of the canyon wall. And it's a beautiful place. And this is what makes it different. The city. You're no longer climbing rocks and trees and things. You're climbing. Then we have more of the north. And you have freestyle and tutorial. So let's go back to the city. So let's click on the city. Now you have three new places. This one, New Blanc, Downtown Erie, and Sky's the Limit, which is the hard. So it's easy, medium, and hard. Of course, in my videos, I only do things on the easy map. And you have two choices. You can do it in casual, which means you don't have to chalk your hands every few minutes. And then you have professional, which means you have to chalk your hands. Look here, you don't die for 2,500 bonus points if you don't die. Which means they're expecting you to die. But let's get into this right away. We're going to go casual. Again, this is the easiest setting there is. You don't have to worry about chalking your hands. And your stamina. You don't have to worry about stamina, which is very important because if you get tired, you can fall. If you don't chalk your hands every few minutes, you can fall. All right, so here I am. Check this out. Oh, I got a little balloon here, and these are my hands. Over here, we got a wire with birds on it. We're going to have to actually cross. So here's A. B is over there somewhere. And C, the last place, is way up there. So I'm going to play seated. Sometimes I will have to stand. I got all these balloons as you're climbing, but you will have to stand in some spots because I have short arms and reaching is difficult. I have what I call T-Rex arms. So we have to go up there, over there, cross there, and up to that third one. And there's the helicopter down there making all that noise. Hey, go away. Shh. I'm trying to film here. Thank you. All right, so we grab on and we climb. Whenever you get to one of these, it hooks you on, so if I were to fall, it will then start me at that last place that I hooked on to the building. So this is a little different. Now you have many different ways you can go, but if you push your, let's see, make sure I have the right button. Yeah, if you push your B button, it'll show you where you should go. It'll give you an idea. Ah, look, a butterfly way up here. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Butterfly? And when we get into the more advanced levels, some of these grabs that I'm holding on to will actually break off and fall. There goes a pigeon. So you have to find your way around spots or be quick enough that you don't accidentally fall. All right. Now I should have warned you, if you are afraid of heights and fear of falling, you might not want to play this game. In fact, you might not even want to watch the video, because you might have that fear of falling. But here, look at me, I'm just hanging on with one hand. Now if I was to let go, maybe I could hit the pool. I don't know, I don't want to trance it. But so this is definitely not a game for the people who have those two kinds of fears. Now I see they have many different ways you can go. Some are more difficult. You can go down and around, or you can just reach over and go around this way. Ugh. Another dang pigeon. Look at the traffic. Now that yellow line you're seeing in the video, that is my boundary. And it shows up whenever I look straight down at the floor. It helps me stay within my boundary. So it's not part of the game. I should explain that. And I'm going to try to get through this as fast as possible. Now as you see, I'm reaching up over my head. So your arms, shoulders, your hands, your elbows, they get a good workout. Well, good workout for somebody old like myself, at least. If you're, 20 years old, this isn't a workout. All right, so we made it to point A. This is point A. And let's look around. Oh, yeah. Look down at the city. Now the traffic in some spots are like backed up. So we have to go over to that building. Go over to that building and up to that top. This is not going to be fun. All right, let's go. Watch out, birdies. Here I come. And you got to grab on quick. All right. So here's where things start to get, where they start having these broken, like these broken ones. There's some that you can grab onto that will break under your hands. Now we're going to go right past somebody's window and we're going to look into their apartment. Okay. All right, where do I want to go? So I push your B button. It says to go down and around. So here you can see these rocks. See how they broke? If I was still hanging on to them, I would have fell. So you got to be very careful of these type of rocks. So I'm going to just grab one. See? Broke underneath my hand. All right, how do I get around? There we go. There's dang helicopters, and there's a blimp up there. Gonna go by this person's window. I don't know if you'd want to do this in real life, because this metal piece could easily break off. Looks like I want to go up. All right. Hello, anybody home? Hello. Just your local peeping Tom. Alright, how do I want to go? Nope. Ooh, I let go and I caught myself. Hi, Mr. Butterfly. How you doing? Alright. Where are we going now? Let's push the button. You got to make sure you push the right button, because if you push the wrong button, you're going to jump. And you don't want to jump when you're hanging onto a side of a building and you're not jumping anywhere in particular. Now it says to go across, but I don't know. That's a pretty long jump to make. I don't think there's anything here to hang on to. Nope. No, we're going to go up. We're going to go up and across. There we go. Because you got to be careful. It's weird how all these places look exactly alike. Alright. Now, the idea here is we're going to want to go over to that piece of hanging there. That hanging winch of things. So, see here? That if you hang on too long, you're going to fall. I'm going to reach over. Whoop, I'm too close. Now, that blackout you just saw is because I was just too close to the building, my head. See? Yep, see? Go back up. Now, we have to go over to here. Now, if you're afraid of falling, this is a good time to look away, because I'm going to try to leap and grab on. If I don't make it, I'm going down. So, I made it to this was my last starting point. So, that's where I will start again. And luckily, I don't have to start from the very beginning. I got to remember to push the button. There we go. I wouldn't do this in real life if my life depended upon it. I'd just go, nope, I'm going to die. And I would be all right with that. Because now, I got to go way over there. So it's another big leap. And hopefully I'll be able to grab onto something before I hit the ground. Alright, here we go. Another leap. Watch out, people. Yes. Alright, so if I fall, I will start there. Now this is fun. These things here, if you hold on to, you will slide. Can I go up? I think I can. But do I want to? Let's see what the map says. Oh, yep, I do want to go up. So those little arrows appear for a very short time. And then they disappear. Oh, can't grab onto that. And there's so many different ways to go up and down. Now, question is, do I want to go that direction or this direction? It's telling me to go that way. So since I'm on the easiest mode, that's probably the easiest way to go. But you could go zip down this line, cross over to that part of the building and go up. But since I'm on the easy mode, I'm going to go this direction. And I am climbing a lot faster than normally you would, because normally you'd be terrified at what's going on. But I've climbed enough of these games to know not to be terrified. Now I am having to stretch my arms out like Stretch Armstrong. And these little hangers are the most important part, because like I said, if I fall now, I will start here instead of having to start over at the beginning. I got to get over to that building, because up there is where I have to go. All right, here we go. All right. I haven't climbed in quite a long time. And I made it. Check it out. I'm going up on this little window cleaner machine. Going up to the top. I played this once last night just to get warmed up a little bit for today. And you can see inside all these office buildings, and everyone's the same. They got 2 on, 1 off, 1 on. The TVs, 2 off, 1 on, 1 off. Or 1 off, 1 on. That is so bizarre. But I suppose it costs a lot of money to make these all look different. It's just easier to make them all look exactly the same. Okay, now we're going to have some new stuff to deal with. Now these, you can hang on to, and they will stick to the window. But there are some I can't grab onto 2. There we go. Come on. Keep going. Oh. There are some of these that will actually come off the wall and unstick, and then you fall. So you got to get on and got to get off. You got to know which ones will do which. And if I see one, see this red one? See it's red here? That means if I hang on to it, there it goes. So you want to make sure it's not red when you're grabbing on. Oh, criminy. See, now here I'm stuck. I'm going to have to jump. Oh! Well, I didn't do good very well. Here we go. We'll try it again. I had the wrong hand and I forgot to push the jump button. There we go. So this one here, this is another one. Down it goes. Now, I need to get across, so I'll have to wait for that one to come back. Now my arms are actually getting sore from squeezing the button and holding myself, pulling myself up. Even though it's in virtual reality, it still is quite a bit of workout on your arms. All right, so I have to get there before that one fell. All right. Take me up. Beam me up, Scotty. All right. As you see, we have 2 different ways we can go. I'm gonna... Oh! That is not what I wanted. I accidentally... See, that's the problem. Sometimes you forget and you push the wrong button. I want to push the A button, or the B button, not the A button, because it'll make you jump. Now these, as you saw, they broke. So you got to be careful of those. These ones have little points on them, which will actually hurt your stamina. We still got a long ways to go. But you can go that direction. There's harder trips where you're gonna have to jump more. You're gonna have to stretch more. And you get more points, of course, if you do the harder trips. All right, getting more towards the top. And we're locked on. And we have a rope. Now up ahead is the hardest part, I think, in any of the climbs. Seriously. Because this wall changes. And if you don't change with the wall, you're going to go down. See? So I'm going to try to get across in one try. Probably won't be successful. Here we go. Oh, whoa! Everything turns to black and white. Oh, that's funny. Try it again. Why do I keep hitting the jump button? I don't want to hit the jump button. I have made it across this. All right, here we go. I'm gonna have to stand up. Maybe that will help. Come on. Why does it keep pushing me off the wall? I did go up once and make it, but it took me about 100 tries to get there. Alright, here we go. Let's try it again. There. Made it. Oh! It may take me all day, people. No! 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 There. All right. Yeah. Got it. Oh! I should have waited for one more flip. Well, you see, I'm getting closer. It's just a matter of getting it in the right order and doing it the right way. Oh! Oh! I got it! Ha ha! Just barely. I had to bust my butt to get across that. That is, I think, the hardest part of this whole thing. And we're almost to the top. Because that wall has no mercy whatsoever. Getting closer and closer to the top. Look at this balloon. I can get rid of. Oh, there he goes. Oh. Come on. There he goes. Bye-bye. Almost all the way up to the top now. Done it. 19 minutes and 7 seconds. It took me... Woohoo! It took me a little longer than it did the last night. It took me about a minute longer because I fell. Oh, check it out. A little glider plane. Because I fell a couple of times. There's that dog I let loose, and there goes more dogs and sharks. Nice. All right, so I can't believe how tired I am. Even though I'm sitting down for most of it, I did stand for a little to help me. Oh, and here's the guy walking across the tightrope from one building to the other, the Great Walunda right there. And it looks so different from up here. So I'm going to call that a review. It's called the Climb 2. Before you try the Climb 2, I would give the Climb 1 a shot first, just so you get the practice in. Now, like I said, I was on the easy mode. If you were on the professional mode, because they only have easy and professional, you would have to stop and chalk your hands every so often. You'd have to watch your stamina, because just hanging there can hurt and hurt your stamina. If you go too fast or too slow, can hurt your stamina. So it's much, much harder on the professional level compared to the casual level. But even on casual level, right now my arms are sore. And let me tell you, even though you're not really climbing anything, because you have to grab on and reach up and reach out and crawl over hand over your head. So if you have problems with shoulders, you might not be able to do this one because it's going to hurt your shoulders. I mean, my arms right now are feeling pretty tense. So on the scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give the Climb 2 a solid 9. It's a solid 9. The graphics are good. The physics are good. The challenges are good. You can come back and play it over and over and over, doing different directions, going different directions up, climbing. You don't have to follow the same. You don't have to follow what the game tells you to follow. You can do as you please. Of course, some ways are going to be a lot more difficult than other ways. And if you're playing on a professionally getting scored, your score will be higher because you're doing it the hardest way possible. So it's a 9, a good climb, a good 9. My name is Jeff. I want to thank you again for staying this long and watching this video for this amount of time. Please take a moment and just, give me a high five. And a high five means clicking on that little thumbs up button, either on YouTube or on Facebook, because that helps me with the rankings. I'm just an old guy making videos for people 50 and up. I don't get a penny. I'm not trying to earn money, but the rankings, if it were higher rankings, more people who are 50 and up would automatically start seeing these types of videos on their wall or on their YouTube page. So, automatically, instead of having to search or becoming a subscriber. And please, 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 please subscribe to the page. It does not cost a thing. All that does, and you click that little button that's below the video on YouTube, and there's a little follow button on Facebook. If you click on those, what that does, both of them are free, and it'll give you a notice every time that I post a new video. It'll just give you a notice saying, hey, Jeff posted something, you might want to check it out. So again, it's free. If you have any questions or comments, please put those in the comment section down below the videos on both Facebook and on YouTube. I will try to answer them best of my ability. I am not a gamer. The last home gaming system I had was the original Atari 2600 back from 77 to about 81. So I went from that to the MetaQuest 2, and I am now on the MetaQuest 3. So yeah, I missed a lot of stuff in between, PlayStations and Nintendos and GameCubes and all the fun things that many people younger than me got to play and try. So, so I'm not a gamer. I have no editing, as you saw. I could not edit this down. I do not edit this down. You get to see a full video from beginning to end of me playing the game. So I can't just show you the highlights or the exciting parts. I have to show you everything from the beginning to the end of the video. I also use my own videos. I recorded this myself. Unlike some people who use just the recordings that the studios who made the games, they give them. They just use those videos. They don't even actually play the game themselves, which is kind of sad. You know, they're reviewing a game they've never played. Okay. So anyways, my name was Jeff. I want to thank you very much. And until next time, bye-bye.